Fans, you're watching Access 7. Welcome to Saturday Night Fights 2, Round 2 at the Turvey Center. And thank you for inviting us into your home. Tonight, we have a jam-packed evening with 9 bouts, 8 MMA fights, and 1 modified Muay Thai bout. And then, the highly anticipated MMA debut of hometown favorite, Ron Chichi Gonzalez. Your commentating team will consist of me, Jeff Wilson, and a number of experts, entertainers, and competitors. So stay tuned.
And fighting out of innovative martial arts,
I can't hear you.
Please welcome in the red corner, with a record of 0-0-0, Julian Spence.
For the next couple of fights, we have the privilege of having Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and owner of Complete Mixed Martial Arts, longtime friend of mine, Mr. AJ Stenner Ring Promotions. Going very good. You must be excited. This is your second event that you've had in Regina, and it looks like possibly your crowd's increased almost twice, 2 times, maybe 3 times the number. The event's improved. What's it like putting on an event like this?
Man, let me tell you, I have goosebumps right now. Look at my arms. I literally have goosebumps. I'm excited. The house is full. I've got a good crop of fighters coming up. Man, I think these guys are going to give on a great entertainment of fights tonight.
Yeah, pretty excited. I know yesterday we did a number of things. You had the weigh-ins at your school. You did a bunch of fighters rules and through the sanctioning body. One of the things that I always keep hearing about MMA and amateur MMA in Saskatchewan specifically is they're always concerned and they always want to maintain fighter safety and make sure that that's paramount no matter what. Whether it's Phil or Chris talking about how to keep those fighters safe. Is that something that you guys focus on and something that you absolutely try to promote in your events?
That's the first thing that we do. During the rules meeting the day before, a rules meeting, a weigh-in, okay? We allow the fighters to weigh in the day before. A lot of these fighters are cutting weight, sometimes 5 to 10 pounds, and we give them a full day to recover, bring their energies and their fluids back up so that they come back the next day and perform at a high caliber.
Did all your fighters actually make weight?
You know what? There was a few struggles, but that's the thing about being an MMA fighter or a fighter. There's always going to be that type of drama where you're 1 pound or 2 pounds over and you got to go back to the sauna or put the sauna suit back on and jump on the bike and start skipping and make that 2 pounds.
Understand. Thanks, AJ. Looks like we're getting ready to start here. Keith, the Katona versus the closer, Julian Spence. Now, as we were talking about making weights, it looked like Julian Spence came in at 140.03 last night. He dropped some weight and was overweight, but it looks like Keith Katona's team decided to take the fight either way. And I got to tell you, in interviews yesterday, Julian Spence probably said, and oh, it looks like, so what's happening?
Good body clinch right now. He's going to try to take his opponent down to the ground. He doesn't want any space right now to get struck right now. I know Keith's coach. I know they're a strong ground group, and that's exactly what Keith's trying to do, is get his opponent down to the ground.
So it looks like Julian's doing a good job staying on his feet with the balance.
He's got great defense. Very impressed right now with what's going on. There we go. So right now he's trying to hip toss Keith. There we go. Nice body reversal. Keith goes to the full guard right now. Looks like he's bringing his legs up high for his arm. There we go.
Looks like he's got the full arm.
No,
is it
he
at the
doesn't
elbow?
He doesn't got the elbow. His arm is not going to get extended when the elbow is past the buttocks area.
So essentially he went for the arm bar?
He's letting him up. He doesn't want to have nothing to do with Keith's ground game, it looks like. There we go. Nice. Nice left hook by Keith. Nice leg kick. There we go. Keith obviously really wants this fight to the ground.
Yeah, he didn't seem to want to strike whatsoever.
Julian's doing an excellent job at staying.
Eventually.
I spoke too soon.
One of the things that we talked about in the fighters' interviews with Julian, I always like to ask the competitors why they decided to train MMA, why they decided to become MMA fighters, and I heard the best answer I've heard in a long time when I've asked that question. I said, Julian, who's on the bottom right now, in the black hair and the white shorts, I said, Julian, what made you want to become an MMA fighter? And he said, a very Canadian answer, my hockey equipment got stolen. And I thought...
It looks like he's going to be able to protect his hockey equipment.
Yeah, absolutely. So in this position, AJ, this looks like Keith's in Julian's guard.
Julian really wants to keep Keith's posture down from allowing Keith to posture and throw the strikes from the top. And he's doing a really good job, actually. He's controlling Keith's arm from throwing a strike. He's keeping his head low.
And this is Julian's first fight versus Keith the Katona's second. I think he's got a 1-0 record in kickboxing. But what do we find typically when you have new people into the ring? How do you prepare a fighter for the first? I mean, what happens that's different from an experienced fighter than from somebody who's maybe doing their first fight?
Well, a lot of times with the amateur guys, they come in with very one-dimensional. Whether they come from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school or a Muay Thai school, and each of those schools tamper with another martial art. Whether it's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school that trains a little bit of kickboxing or boxing, or it's a Muay Thai school or a boxing school that then plays a little bit of Jiu-Jitsu.
Looks like Keith Katona's got full mount now on Julian Spence. Is this a dangerous position to be in?
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
What's the escape? What's he trying to do?
What he wants to do is trap one of Keith's arms and bridge and roll. He's doing a technique called the upa. Every time he postures, he upas him forward where Keith's arms are on the mat and not able to strike him.
So he's keeping him off balance. Once he keeps him off balance, what's the second part to get out from the bottom here?
He wants to get out from the bottom. He wants to get back to the guard or back to standing. Right now, Keith's mounted with the full mount, and he's picking his shots very well, scoring.
At this point, when the legs are sort of, the feet are under like that, is it harder to do the upa technique? Are there other techniques that he should be doing?
Right now, like I said, he should be reaching up, staying tight, body locking, really trying to do the elbow escape. He's hanging in there, though. Julian's doing a good job.
And what should Keith Katona be doing here in order to...
Keith's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
It looks like
he's trapping up an arm. He's setting up an arm. He's going after that left arm of Julian's. Looks like he's getting it. Looks like he's getting it. He's going to escape. Julian's going to escape. He's going to escape.
Is he turning his elbow? Is that what it's working? And that sometimes is one of the things that you want to be careful of in mixed martial arts. There must always be a verbal tap.
Here comes our
verbal tap from the competitor. He was in a full arm bar, and it looks like he has hurt his arm. An unfortunate mistake by Julian Spence not to tap. Unbelievable.
He was in a situation where he was escaping. He felt confident that he was escaping, and it was just that slight range of motion where he couldn't, and Keith was able to extend his arm.
So in the past, when you've seen sort of the injuries like this happen, do they consistently, they take a long time to feel? Do they take a long time to heal? I was thinking, the question I was just asking, AJ, is that when incidents like this happen in amateur and professional, obviously they look fairly bad on camera and that type of thing, but usually the human body can take an incredible amount of punishment. I know you've had injuries like this.
What I can tell you about what happened just now is that the arm did not break, okay? You cannot break, it's possible, but usually what happens is just the ligaments get extended, you may get a dislocation, but there's never a bone break.
Injury time on here. We're going to get things started. Well, first of all, congratulations to Keith Katona, the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a timeout. You're watching Access 7.